it's crazy. Like in this world that we live in, you literally gotta put yourself first, because people will try to treat you like you ain't nothing, talk to you crazy, and you know what I'm saying? And it's so important that you really believe in yourself. Like, I was talking to my homie earlier today, and he had been telling me about how he been messaging this chick on the gram, you know what I'm saying, for a couple weeks. And finally today he was like, or a couple days ago, he messaged her like, hey, you know what I'm saying, let's meet up at this kale spot down the street and whatnot. And you know, she was like, well, I don't really, you know what I'm saying, do that or whatever. So he's like, cool, let's, you know what I'm saying, like, let's meet up at this smoothie spot, right? And she was like, well, how about we go do dinner here? And the purpose I want to make to that is, so many dudes will, you know what I'm saying, forego their own plans to do that. And let me tell you why that's not the right thing to do. See, the whole problem with that scenario is the fact that she's not willing to do something with him that's cost effective. And, you know, I had to learn that the hard way, because what you got to understand is, if a woman is not willing to do something that you do on the norm, if you go get smoothies on the norm, or if you go to the gym on the norm, or, you know what I'm saying, go hiking or whatever, and they're not willing to come along and do that with you, for one, you don't want that, because they're not able to, you know, want to indulge in your lifestyle. And a lot of times a woman will force you to take her out to go get some food. But the funny part is, you'll never see her again. This is why you can't put yourself last, because my thing is to that particular woman is that, dang, if you're not willing to go with me to, you know what I'm saying, to get some kale or to get a smoothie, you know what I'm saying, that's $5, $10, then you're not for me. Because to me, it's like you refer to me to a dinner spot. And it's like, why can't we just go get this smoothie and have a good conversation? Because if I end up liking you, then I'll start to invest more into you. But what you have to be aware of is, nowadays, like, a woman will literally, you know, force you to take her on a dinner date, and then you'll never see her again, and you just spent $200. And again, on this channel, I'm not about going in on the woman like that, but I just want to bring that point up, because that's happened to me several times, where I'll say, hey, meet me here, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell her to meet me somewhere where I often frequent. That's a hobby for me. You know, and it's not necessarily costly, but what she would do is, what these women will tend to do is recommend me to a nice fancy dinner place. They want me to take them here. And I'm like, yo, I don't even know you yet. Let's go just have a good conversation. But the point I want to make with that is, man, you got to find people that rock with you. Because if that woman is not willing to do something that you do on the norm, what makes you think she's going to be for you? Similar to the video I made yesterday, you know what I'm saying? When you don't learn how to put yourself first, other people will put you last. So you thinking in your head like, okay, let me just, all right, she don't want to do what I want to do, so let me just fold and go over to this dinner spot. And what's gonna happen is you think you're gonna get what you want, but in the end, you're not gonna get what you want. You're gonna come up short, because that's not what you really want to do. Now she done got a free meal up out of you, you know what I'm saying? And she done moved on to the next, and you left with nothing, and she left with a free meal and another finesse. So the whole point I want to make with that is, man, you gotta rock with people who want to rock with you. So many times we put our needs last to make others happy. Just like the video I made yesterday. It's like, y'all gotta really think about this logic, right? When somebody says they're not willing to go get a freaking smoothie with you, so what you're saying is, for me to hang out with you, I gotta spend $80 to $300 on a dinner date at a fancy restaurant place, or else I can't hang out with you. So when you think about it like that, do you really want to mess with a woman who has that mindset? You know what I'm saying? I'm a dude, like, in the end, yeah, I do want marriage. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's very important for me to pay attention to a woman's actions. If a woman's not willing to go do stuff I do for free, you know what I'm saying, stuff I do on the daily to improve my life, if she's not willing to do that with me, what makes me think that she's for me? But a lot of times what I used to do is like, man, it's a thrill. You know what I'm saying? I want to chase. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Let me go on this fancy dinner place. Let me go with her. Now you got to act all perfect. You got to try to be on point. You trying to be the right dude, and you end up being the wrong one. See, you go through less drama and less like crap with women when you learn how to keep yourself first. Put yourself first. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on a first date, and that's how you operate, and a woman's trying to go against that, let her go against that. You know what I'm saying? Don't fold to what she wants to do, because now she has the power. And I'm not saying this is all about manipulation and power, but man, it's been so many times where I folded to what somebody else wants to do. And it really doesn't make sense, because what you're telling me is you're not willing to hang out with me doing something I can do for free and I'll enjoy doing. But for me to hang out with you, I gotta take you to Steak 48. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. I gotta spend $150 just to hang out with you. How do I know I'm gonna see you again? How do I know you're worth it? You know what I'm saying? How do I know this is genuine? This is why let's go do something that's cost effective. I'm gonna keep my investment low. And then over time, as I get to know you more and more, then I can take you onto that nice Steak 48. But see, men don't think like that. And a smart woman, if a woman was smart, she would really be like, let me go with him to go get that smoothie, because eventually I'm gonna get what I want. So you got to understand how men think. Us men, you know what I'm saying? As a man, we want to keep our resources low because we don't want to be wasting money for no reason. I'm not finna be blowing a bunch of money on a chick on a first date that I just met. That's stupid. That's illogical. And this is bigger than dating, right? When you look at real life, man, you can't let people dictate how you feel about yourself. Don't fold to people and what they feel like they want you to do in your life. This is your life. You got to put yourself first. And a lot of times putting yourself first means putting your foot down. It means that you might have to go against the crowd. You know, sometimes I feel misunderstood. Sometimes I do feel like, dang, man, that's messed up, man. I'll be real with people who fake with me. Sometimes it's going to feel like that. But at the end of the day, it's all about knowing who you are, having that worth to believe in yourself, because a lot of times we get ourselves, we basically feel how other people treat us. A lot of times, man, I didn't feel good about myself, so people treat me bad, and I will continue to feel like that, and it became a cycle. I get rejected by a girl, or these people don't believe in me. These people don't want me over here. And I let that control my energy, and I'm just confirming what people think about me. Because people are going to treat you how you feel about yourself, no matter if you don't feel like it's true or not. However you think up here is how people are going to treat you. See, dudes want to be knowing, how do you get women? How do you do this? How you do that? But look, when it comes to women, you mess with women who mess with you. For me, if you want to know my style, you know, I've just learned from my experiences that for me, I do cost-effective things the first couple of times I meet somebody. I'm doing things that are cost-effective because the whole goal for me is to see how far this is going to go. So I want to spend as less amount of resources as possible. That's just being smart. You know what I'm saying? That's being smart. And then if I get to know you and I like you and you know, you someone I can see being around, then obviously I'll invest more into you, but I expect you to invest into me as well. But the first test for me in my life is, if you can't go do this thing that's cost effective for me, but yet you got the nerve to recommend us to go on a dinner date for me just to hang out with you, like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Who are you? That's my mindset. I have the mindset of abundance because I don't have time to waste time on people who ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm about a bigger picture. I got places I'm going. I got dreams. I got aspirations. I got ambition. I don't have time to waste time on people who are not about nothing. At the end of the day, you got to put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, people are going to treat you how you show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what people think about you, and you know what I'm saying, you can't be in people's heads. You know what I'm saying? Let them be in their heads about you and what you think about them. That's how I feel, like, straight up. All right, guys, so that's my video for today. I definitely appreciate you guys from coming over and watching the channel and supporting and showing love, guys. Make sure we continue to do that, guys, and I'm gone.